Hello everyone, this is Sztygrys and I will comment a game from Group F. The black player was December Go and the white was Porebskis. Uh, we will see what happened. It was a bit of a strange game. We will see. We will see what happened, but it was a bit strange. This is not this is a pincer, very common. It used to be more common, but it is still alright. And white chose not the usual answer. The usual answer is here. There is this cut and there is the wedge. We will see it again later, so I will not go into the details. This is fine. But white chose to play like this. It is also okay move, and we should remember that in this sequence we don't really care about this move usually, and the problem is that there is some scenario in the upper right corner. So usually black wants to create something on the right side, so maybe it is not easy in this Joseki to create something, and I think this was what white was aiming at. This is a natural response, and white play like this to erase everything that black was trying to do on the right side. It is very natural move, and usually we should try to sacrifice this stone. Usually it is in this way, something like that, and white has a hard move. If we do it like this, then the shape is really bad, so this would be a good sacrifice. Probably white would just play away, something like this on the side. Or we can even try to sacrifice from the other side. Like, the important thing is that we don't care about this stone at all. In the game, black tried to rescue the stone, and maybe it was not the best. After this exchange, we can uh, press on the group. This is fine. For example, white will get the outside and we can play away in the moment. Like, I can imagine something like this and we can play away. In the game, white played Hane. Hane is a bit risky. We shouldn't play move like this without a deep reading. For example, if black play here, we cannot play like this because we will lose the stone. It is very good for black. So white would have to go up, and this is complicated, but probably we cannot just cut. But maybe if we play like this and get some moves, then we can cut, and it is hard for white to get a good result. This would be what I would be aiming for. In the game, black just played mm, the Hane and Crow, but the problem is that now white will not play here and play here and have a bit better shape. For now, white ignored, and there is still this cut. It is very annoying and very big, and for many moves it will stay there. But it is a cut, and this is a strong cut, especially if black is strong around. We can imagine something like this, and white just has two groups, and black has no weak groups except for this one. So it should be good for black, more or less. Maybe it is better to first answer to the move here, but we should remember the sequence, the cut. It is very important, and I have the feeling that players forgot that the cut exists. This is a very important cut. Here it would be a bit better if white would go down, then black will play like this, and then we will play away. Like, mm, it is a bit better shape for white. Now black can take this stone very easily, or maybe even invade. So not ideal, and we play away. It's all right, but the cut should be remembered and maybe even played now. Like, cannot see a good continuation for white because white needs to take care of both groups. If we take care of this group, then the other group has problems. Oh, I'm sorry, it would be more like this. Um, so very hard for white to play. In the game, we played away, and this time black got into the corner. It is normal move. Here, here, here. And now black played Atari, which is not very common. We usually play the wedge. Wedge is very unnatural. If you see it for the first time maybe it is hard to play this move, but it is a Joseki. White we play like this, and now important to play Atari. Here, black takes the stone, white takes the stones, black plays Atari, and this is a Joseki. Black can play elsewhere if she wants to. So this is the Joseki that is usually played, and it is a good Joseki. Maybe white can play Atari from this side, but now there are some problems. There are some problems with shape. For example, with this move, white has to connect, and I think the ladder is not working. Let's see. No, 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 ladder is not working, but still there is this cut which is very annoying. Maybe black can extend. First, maybe I will something like this and this, for example. Anyway, black played Atari and sacrificed the stone. I like the extension. It is better than just give up the stone. After this exchange, for example, this move is good. Like white needs to answer. If we answer like this, then there is problem. So white needs to answer like this, and we can make this move in center. And this move makes our shape good. So probably black should play it right away. A very important thing. Sometimes we can make a good shape in center, and if we can make a good shape in center, we just do it because it is good. And then we can play away because we have a good shape already. Black played on the bottom side. Of course, it is better to play like this, and this is better. And white is going for the upper left corner. There is some invasion. Very interesting double handle. Usually it is not a common move, but I think it works pretty well because if black just connects, then we took the corner. If blacks play like this and Atari, then we can maybe extend. And black will leave, but we get the outside, so still pretty good. In the game, black connected, and it was a bit submissive. Maybe it would be better to play like this. And now white can capture the stone, but we already have almost one eye, and we can make the other very easily. So this would be what I would be thinking of. Oh. In the game it was similar, but it is a bit harder for black to make eyes. But soon enough, the eyes will appear like this. Maybe this move should be here. Here we also have an eye, and this is just a better move that cuts those groups better. There is also Agi with another cut, and I can see that this is the second place where white left a cut. Here is the cut, and here is the cut. So maybe it is a habit, maybe it is the way white plays, and I would like to warn about leaving weaknesses like this. They tend to hurt later. They usually lead to some bad stuff. And in this game, it was true. And I've read in the chat that the black player thought that white was ahead. And maybe it looks like ahead, like white has more territory, but there is a lot of weaknesses in the shapes. So if there is a lot of weaknesses in the shapes, then the advantage is not real. Not real. Let's see. How was it? Like this. And we just play. Here it is better to play this exchange and maybe go a bit deeper. Yeah, we can use the weaknesses that are here, more or less. In the game, Black decided to play lightly, like on the border of the Moyos. But Black has little Moyo, so maybe it would be better to just invade. Even this. Yes, we don't want to create for ourselves, but to destroy the opponent Moyo. This way it was a bit too easy for White. White got some territory. There is a lot of cuts again. A lot of cuts, a lot of moves that Black can play. But for now, it doesn't look like there is much. Later, we will see that it will come to life, the Agi. Anyway, Black decided to create something for himself. It is better to do it like on a bigger scale, like this. This I would understand, and there is still this cutting that we are waiting for. So it would be better. And the best way is just to cut. Cut is much better. White is in a big danger, and even if it survives, like Black can just take the other group, this one. So very powerful cut. Here, White play here, Black defense, and White play 017, which is very big move because now the group on the upper side is pretty safe. And now the cut, and we can see that when we start to exploit the weaknesses, it can get very bad very fast. For example, White even did not play here, just played some move in the corner and here, and got cut in a very bad way. This shape is called fully cut Keima, and it is very bad shape for White. The most important thing for Black is that Black cut White, and Black is not cut herself. I'm sorry. This is just the worst shape you can imagine in Go. Anyway, White needs to take care of one group and we can attack the other. I think there is no life here, so maybe it would be better to just surround the group. Anyway, we took some eye space, but White got the move here, and now it is harder to surround. Maybe still we can play like this, it's fine. I don't see how White can live here easily. In the game there was a wedge, and wedge was not a good idea because White is connected and White can go out. So maybe Black could play better. For example, here we can play here, and it is very hard for White. But still, the cut is so powerful that the result will be all right for Black. Yeah. Still, there is a fight because we have two groups and we have to take care of both of them. Black got some Pumnuki, and now we need to attack the other group. And the first move we should play is this. This is the move to cut the groups. If we want to keep connected, then we will disconnect the other group here. So this would be big. Black was much more cautious and play like this. This is very passive move. It is better to cut the whole group. And if I play like this, then there is some cut. We can fight, more or less. There is some possibility. For example, here, White will have answer. Now we cut, and it's still good for Black. Anyway, in the end, White got some Black stone, and the other group is also pretty safe. So it was very lucky to get this result. Now white really is winning, not a lot, but a bit. And the players play, but still there are weaknesses, and we will see that the weaknesses were used to win the game. Those are very big moves. Both black and white play very big moves. So I can see that there is some good endgame play, but for in black plays I would start with this move because this is also center. Oh, is it this center? Oh, it's not center. Oh, I'm sorry. Then it is very big, but maybe not for this moment. Although probably bigger than this, because after this we get this in center. Oh, here. We took a lot of points in the corner. I think still it is better than the game, but maybe black was thinking about the weaknesses. If black was thinking about the weaknesses, then I can understand this move. This was center, and now white tried to be greedy. Here we have to give up the stone, no question. And now we need a move that will destroy our weaknesses, maybe like this, and we are safe. In the game, white played here, and it was hard to manage all the cuts. We can see, oh, this move is good. White has to answer somehow, and suddenly we capture some stones. And even now, there are still problems like this, and there is this cut, for example, like this. Oh, I'm sorry, maybe uh, different way of play here, just here. White we play here, we can have double Atari, and here we can take the stones. So many weaknesses. In the game, white connected here and lost more stones, and it was enough for black to get the advantage. The game continued, and in the end, black won. So we can see that even if it looks like one player has more, if he or she has weaknesses, then you can easily lose all of the points you had. Maybe quite quick sum up. Here, after Kosumi, this is normal move, and we want to give up the stone. It is not important to us. Either this or this, we want to give up it because we don't care about it. In the game, it was a bit different, and white managed to press on the stone. In other way of play is this way to the corner, and I'm sorry, and this is the Joseki move that you should remember. And white needs to be very careful, but if we play like this, we will manage to capture the two stones, and it will be a Joseki. Of course, you shouldn't just remember it. Like there are many variations, but the general idea. For example, the wedge is the hardest move to think of. This move, I think, is the least natural. So this move you should remember. The other moves you should maybe create for yourself. Here, and this is the example of the move that will give you a good shape and is in center. So you should always play moves like this. There is some fight. It could be played better, but anyway. And here, there is this cut, and we should always remember the cut like this. And I think it is the perfect time to just use it. Very hard for white to manage both groups. Even if we play like this and black is cut, then it would be easy to manage the two stones because We have only one group to worry about, and white has two. It is very powerful cut, and we should always look for cuts like this. And when black managed to cut, it became very hard for white. I think the worst move was here. Now we made white escape. We should play like this, and it would be hard for white to leave. And even if white leaves, then it's all right. We can just attack the other group. Like for example, let's say white managed to leave, and we just separated the other group, and again we have two targets: this group and this group. So black will get something from it. In the game, it was okay for white. It could have been good for black also if only we play like this. This was the move to play. And in the end, the weaknesses that white had just came back from the dead and made black win the game. So you should be very careful, and it is especially important for white not to leave the weaknesses, the cuts, because they will haunt you in the future. Like they will come back to life, and you will suffer almost every time. This is it from me. I hope you liked the review, and good luck in your next games. See ya.